Jersey Joe on the radio. Congressman Peter King represents Long Island, and he's a member of the House Homeland Security Committee and House Intelligence Committee. Congressman King, so great to have you with us always, and a good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, Joe. How's it going?
We are doing okay. We're in the holiday spirit. And I don't know how you do it going back and forth to Washington, and then you got to do all the Christmas shopping for the kids and the grandkids, Peter. But you don't do it. You don't do it at all. I mean, you hand it off to Rosemary. Is that right?
Yeah, I am pretty useless with that. I mean, I'm perfect in everything else, but when it comes to picture shopping and decorating and all that, Rosemary handles all that, and I handle all the big stuff like Little League baseball games. She handles the house money and dealing with Joe Piscopo in Staten Island. All
I tell you, I don't know. You're a great family guy, Congressman King, and we love that about you and being so true to your constituents there. Jumping to, if we can, Peter, to the international stage,
Sure.
This whole Khashoggi thing. I mean, what's the latest in the investigation? Should we be worried about it? Did the president handle this the right way?
I don't think you handle it exactly the right way. Listen, the bottom line is it's important to keep a relationship with Saudi Arabia. Now, they do need us more than we need them, so I think the president could have used more leverage on them. But bottom line is there are not many good guys in that part of the world. You have Israel, you have the King of Jordan, you have a few others. But for the most part, you're dealing with a bad group of people. And you have to take what allies you can. And the Saudis have been extremely helpful for their own reasons. But we have a mutual interest in fighting Iran, fighting Al-Qaeda, fighting ISIS. They give tremendous intelligence to us, and again, not because they're good guys, but because it's another interest, it's a common interest. Like in World War II, we had an alliance with Stalin, who was one of the worst dictators. But here's the deal: when you kill someone the way they did, and there's no doubt the prince was behind it one way or the other, whether it was directly or indirectly. As far as I'm concerned, he's responsible. We should use it as an opportunity to put leverage on them, to tell them that they have to clean up their act. You know, they're never going to be a Jeffersonian democracy, but maybe. To me, we could use it as an opportunity to lean on them a bit and just tell them you can't be carrying on like this if you want to be in the community of nations. Back with time at Tiananmen Square, that's what Richard Nixon was urging, that we do use that as an opportunity to put some pressure on China. Again, but it makes no sense to cut off our relationship with them because right now it saves American lives. Like dealing with the Saudis, it saves American lives. Now, back on 9/11, they were complicit, I believe. In fact, I'm sort of an enemy of the Saudis because I led the fight in Congress to allow 9/11 families to sue Saudi Arabia.
Yes, you did, sir.
By the way, people who are criticizing President Trump right now, they forget that President Obama vetoed that bill, and we overrode it. It's the only time in his 8 years that we were able to override a veto, and it was a legislation riot against the Saudis. And they had all their lobbyists working against me. So I have no love for the Saudis at all. But I'm just saying that when it comes to our interests, we have to keep a relationship. The president, I think, was a little too apologetic for the Saudis. He was basically not being tough enough, at least on the language, and he should have done it behind the scenes, put more pressure. Having said that, the bottom line is, though, it is important we keep the relationship. We are doing that, and President Trump conducts himself at least as well as President Obama ever did.
You know what? I remember that distinctly, and you didn't even put that in your reelection ads, Peter King. And that's something that I think people were really holding true to their heart. The way you said, yes, you should be able to go after the Saudis. God bless you for doing that. And people forget. And thank you for bringing that up this morning, Congressman. Barack Obama didn't go along with you in that regard, correct?
No, he vetoed it. He vetoed the bill.
Oh.
It was disgrace. Oh, yeah, vetoed it. We had to go back and then veto, and we had to override the veto.
Yeah, and thanks for the fight, Peter. We always appreciate that. Hey, Peter, James Comey. The House Republicans have issued a subpoena for James Comey. Were you involved in that decision at all?
No, that's not the committee of mine, but I fully support what they want to do. There are a lot of questions for Comey. I mean, he's going to try and duck them even in this session. But there's a lot of inconsistencies. And I had always been a Comey supporter. I thought I sort of bought into that Boy Scout image. But since then, seeing some of the cheap shots he's taken, some of the things he says publicly are sort of different from what he told us privately. Like he told us, for instance, the FBI did not believe that General Flynn lied and that there was no link at all between Flynn and Russia. And now he says he doesn't remember saying that. Well, I was there. I know what he said. So he's become really a political animal on all those things. So there's a lot of questions for him about the Clinton investigation, about why he began the investigation of the Trump campaign, all of that, Hey,
Congressman King, is there going to be a government shutdown, sir?
I hope not. Going back to Washington today, we're going to have the funeral for President Bush tomorrow, but all votes are off for this week. So we're off to next week. The president has extended the deadline to December 21st. I'm hoping we can find a way to work this out without shutting the government down, because nobody wins on that. And to be shutting down the Department of Homeland Security at a time when all this is going on, to me, can be counterproductive. But on the other hand, the Democrats have to give on at least something on this wall, and that's what we have to fight for.
Congressman Peter King with Piscopo. Before we let you go, sir, Nancy Pelosi is going to be Speaker again. How you feeling about that, Congressman King?
Not good. I mean, listen, the left wing is really taking over the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Personally, I get along with Nancy Pelosi. She's not a bad person. Yeah, she's one of yours, so come on,
I know. We honor her when we go to the Italian affairs down there. Yeah. She could not be nicer, but politically. But, you work in such a great bipartisan way, Congressman, so you should be able to work with it. But, I mean, what's the tone of the House when she takes over? Is it going to be that progressive left, do you think?
Yeah. Actually, believe it or not, she may look somewhat conservative compared to the others that have taken over.
Yeah.
But I disagree with Nancy 95% of the time. I don't think we should demonize him, but it's going to be tough because, listen, Chuck Schumer, they're picketing Chuck Schumer's house because he's too conservative. They doing sit-ins in Nancy Pelosi's office.
Yeah.
They're not liberal enough. I mean, that's how the world has gone. So, no, it's going to be a different world, and it's going to be tough. I mean, people are going to regret what they did back in November. So,
Congressman Peter King, we appreciate you fighting for us, Congressman King. Always proud to have you on the show, sir. And we got to get when you're back in New York, you're going to go down, you come back. We got to get together for the holidays, just for a drink, if nothing else.
Get together with yourself. It'd be great.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you.
God bless. Love to the family, sir. Congressman Peter King, right there, doing a great job representing Long Island, and just a true everything great about a public servant is in Congressman King. The guy's a neighborhood guy.